Welcome back to Post Falls, Idaho for the start of second half action between the Timberwolves and the Trojans. A 2-point game, a turnover to start this first half of the second half of action. Marcus Colbert with the steal. He's at the point right now. He'll drive, kicking out to Connor Hill. What a first half of action we saw here in the IEL. Two heavyweights just slugging it out, Craig Ehlo going toe-to-toe.
Yeah, and Coach Winger of the Wolves not wanting to do that, but his team held up.
High glass there for Connor Hill. Nice touch there. He has 11, does Hill. A 4-point advantage now for the Trojans. Down low, going the other way. Getting that scoop shot to fall is Clint Hartz. He has 6.
Yeah, the Wolves have put the gloves on, stood toe-to-toe with the Trojans, and have done very well, holding their own.
To the corner now, as Hill defers. They continue to swing it around the perimeter. Back outside to the corner on the drive. Back out, Hillman for 3! Michael Hillman, 15 points, all on 3-pointers.
Yeah, first half. No hesitation whatsoever in his shot, and it's proved him well.
Left hand shot, that goes by Hartz. He's up to 8. He's made 2 baskets here in the third quarter.
Yeah, the first half it was all Smiley.
Nice drive there, can't get the finish, can Colbert. Colbert with 8 points in the first half. Wheelock now brings it up. The point guard, left-hander gets that to go. Wheelock now with 9.
Boy, they are not backing down whatsoever. They took a pretty good punch from the Trojans earlier. Put the mouthpiece back in and go right back at them.
Here's Hill, long 3, way off the mark. Rebounded by Damon Gonzalez. They'll bring it up very quick. Now Circus shot goes in. Are you kidding me? Mark Smiley with 22.
Flying Walindas. Remember them in the old circus? Yeah, exactly.
Three-point attempt off the mark, no good. Colbert couldn't get the rebound. He brings it in now with numbers. Here we go, Colbert. Shot no good. LC gets the rebound and a timeout on the floor.
Gonna check, yeah, Hartz came out. I think he got one right in the midsection there. Kind of stunned him. Here's the Flying Walinda. Watch this. Smiley going from one side. Look at this. 2 guys jump at him, and English, didn't you say earlier?
Yeah,
but he's on the other side.
He got some nice English there. It's like a pool cue out there. 1-point game. Why wouldn't it? 46-45, Lake City with the lead. Chris Wheelock being defended by Gonzalez.
Hey, Lake City showing me something that I thought when we talked to Coach Winger before the game that they didn't have it in them, but they do.
Rebounded by Connor Hill, intercepted by Wheelock. Wheelock trying to find Brady Smith, who's fouled on the way in.
Wheelock's got nice instincts. He kind of anticipates very well. It looks like he kind of can see where the ball is going, and that's his second steal where I've seen him in the backcourt just by playing the ball to where he thought it was going to go.
That's not the kind of thing you can coach, is
No,
it?
that's all innate. You're exactly.
Pass intercepted, broken up. Coming the other way now, trying to get the finish. Turn away, no good, was Luke Thorson. Here comes Smiley. Smiley, a rare miss. Rebounded by Lickfold. Matt Lickfold the board. Here's Hill. Look out as he lowers his shoulder, puts a shot up, unable to draw the foul. Rebounded by Brady Smith, the senior post.
I believe the official thought that Hill made just as much of an emphasis to make contact with the defender than just see if you can make this shot.
Smiley lost the handle. Here's Gonzalez, 2-on-1. Hill the finish. They've got the lead, 47-46 to the Trojans.
Hill's got a nice feel for the game, too. I mean, he took off running when he saw Gonzalez come up with that steal. He ran right alongside Gonzalez all the way down the floor.
Hill now with 13.
A lot of time those guys, well, scorers like Hill, they'll find a way to get down there and get the ball in their hands. But a lot of times they would have gone, Gonzalez just said, hey, good, you know, take it. But watch this, the ball comes right off. Now Hill's on the backside here. See, there he comes in the screen. He's running just as hard to get himself an opportunity to score. You like to see that in the young guys, not to get past half court.
Plenty of points to go around tonight. Nearly 100 points combined here between the two teams, and we haven't even finished the third quarter.
Yeah, they're making up for the girls' game, which was a little bit slow, but still very entertaining and very much of a close game. This one, the track shoes are on both of these teams.
The more and more that tempo picks up, the more and more that favors the Trojans, who love to play fast basketball. Lake City prefers to slow it down, but as we talked to Jim Winger, the head coach for LC, this is a team that can win either way. Fast, slow, medium, doesn't matter. Some tight defense being applied by the Trojans. Try to get it inside, couldn't do it. Here's 15, fouled on the way in was Thorson. Neither of these teams are going to take a break. We will attempt to do so. Quick timeout on the floor, 47-46, 3.5 minutes to go here in the third. Welcome back to Post Falls, Idaho. This portion of the game is brought to you by Gus Johnson Ford, proud sponsor of high school sports here on SWX. 1 point game here, 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Post Falls on top, 47-46. At the line, Luke Thorson. Thorson makes the first. 2 points for him on the night, both coming on free throws. 6'2" junior guard. This to extend the lead to 3, and he does. Sam Adams and Craig Elo, glad to have you on board for game 2 of our SWX doubleheader here tonight. Geis for 3, Kyle Geis, no good. Would have tied it up. Here's Colbert now, Marcus Colbert with 8 points on the ball game. The story tonight has been Mark Smiley, a monster first half, had 20 at intermission. Whip pass there to Gonzalez underneath. Gonzalez gets the roll. That'll fall.
Yeah, Gonzalez read his defender very well. I believe Brady Smith just turned his head and Gonzalez saw him. He was watching, Brady Smith was watching Colbert with the basketball.
The drive and finish off the mark, Brady Smith. Come back the other way, no good. The follow is though. Coming out of nowhere on the trailer was Matt Lickfold. Here's Colbert now. Colbert kicking out to Gonzalez. Short jumper, high glass. What a spark, Matt Lickfold. Lickfold in the span of about 20 seconds, scoring 4 of his 6 points.
Boy, the tide turned quickly on LC. LC kind of playing the same kind of a tempo. Cost them a couple of times on these possessions because they did not get back. And then this time, Gonzalez just does a really nice job of everybody trailing. There's Lickfold's first shot. Ball comes down on LC's end. They shoot a quick shot. They get the rebound again, and Lickfold's got on the other end for a bank shot, which, by the way, I was kind of impressed. I was watching him where he shot that from. Looked like he was more on the baseline side, but he used the glass, and not too many kids will use the glass anymore.
Well, they found different ways to find the net, and just like that, what was once a tie game, a 1 point game, is a 9-point differential. Post Falls trying to extend this lead now to a double-digit lead for the first time, leading 55-46.
Well, I've only got Smiley with maybe one touch in the second half or the third quarter here. He had a huge, tremendous first half. You got to make sure that you run something through him on this time down with the offensive set. Now you're going to get pressured and you can take the pressure. They're going to press you. I've always been a believer in that. They're going to press, make them pay for it. But if not, if you have to go into a half-court set, Smiley's got to be a guy that's got to touch the ball.
Yeah, you may get the money, but you're going to have to break the piggy bank to get the money inside.
Yeah.
9-point game. Lake City trying to climb back in this one. Wheelock bringing it up. Look out for number 13, Mark Smiley. There he is down low. Broken up. Marcus Colbert got it. Kicked out of bounds. It will remain, though, Trojan basketball.
But you and I can sit over here and be armchair quarterbacks and say, yeah, but the defense by Post Falls on that particular play, they knew the same thing. Smiley's going to have to touch the basketball, and that time they double team him and come up with a steal. Good defensive stop.
Armchair, that's not something we have the luxury of having here,
No.
Craig. We're sitting literally on the bench here. We're sitting on the bleachers from our broadcast booth. No armchairs here on these seats.
Nope, not whatsoever. But
So a personal foul there as Lake City will take over. Clint Hart's on the inbound.
good friend Heister, we did a game somewhere one time, and they had Barker loungers for like the special
Really?
guest, you know, and Heister was like, I'm a special guest. I should be able to sit in that. I think it was somewhere, Santa Clara or somewhere. So yeah, so he went over there and said it and called the game from the Barker loungers.
That's a first. That doesn't surprise me either.
No.
Some dispute on the call. Post Falls fans here, none too happy with that.
Well,
Chris
it's
Wheelock running the point here for the Timberwolves.
only the third team foul by Post Falls, so I don't think you really have to worry about it too much.
Pounding the way now down low. They kick it back out. Hitting the three from the corner, Colton Carlson.
Yeah, nice job by Geist to draw the defense.
Rebounded there by Geis on the other end. Wheelock to bring it up. Defended by Gonzalez. Dribbles between the legs. On the drive now, the spin, and gets that one to fall. Look who's heating up, Chris Wheelock. He has 11.
Well, the game is a game of runs. We saw Post Falls come out and get an 8-0 run right about the three-minute mark, and then now all of a sudden LC's on a little 4-0 run themselves to get themselves back in this ball game. But nice job by Wheelock. Kind of put on the brakes. Gonzalez flew by. Come
Like
back
Top Gun, right? With the air
Yeah,
brakes,
put on
let
the
him
brakes.
fly right by.
They'll fly right by you.
Colbert at the line, shooting 2, makes the first. He has 9. Marcus Colbert, junior guard, 5'11". And he splashes the second. Up into double figures at 10. Comes Wheelock. 7 first half points. Now up to 11 on the night. Trying to create some separation between him and Kyle English. Here's Colbert. The give. Going to the line. Can't get the three-point play. Settle for a chance at 2 is Seth Anderson.
Well, the defense by the Trojans on the one end just kind of hounding the Timberwolves into a silly little turnover. Almost convert that into a big 2 points. See, that's just Wheelock trying to go too far. Here we just bragged about what he meant in decision making, but how about that decision by 22 to get the ball to the right guy at the right time?
And putting him in a position to score as Anderson converts the first after the 0 for his first trip to the line. He's been much better. He has 5 points. Off the bench tonight for the Trojans, who lead by now 8. Their largest lead 9. 42 seconds to go and counting here in the third. Wheelock now being defended by Kyle English at the point. They get it to the big man, no good. Trying to get a rebound now. Loose ball, and here's Connor Hill. Hill giving back, and a traveling by
The dribble. And I think Hill gave it to him at the right time. I think because the defense had to actually turn their back on Colbert, but yeah, just a little miscommunication.
Wheelock now on the drive, giving it up. No good. Smiley trying to get the follow at the horn.